Hi guys, I'm Sarah Beth and welcome back to the meditation series. Today I want to talk about mala meditation, or some people call it japa meditation. So malas are these necklaces, you've probably seen them before. A mala meditation is to repeat a meaningful mantra or word or affirmation or yoga sutra with each bead on your mala necklace, or some people have mala bracelets. A mantra could be something like, I am peace, bliss, and happiness, which is actually what I started off. This is my first ever set of mala beads that I ever got. I got it during my yoga teacher training when I did it through Core Power like 5 years ago. And it's just very meaningful to me. And I started meditating using like, I am peace, bliss, and happiness. I'd repeat that with each bead. And I just felt like I am peace, bliss, and happiness walking around after that meditation. You know, it could be something like that, which is like your own mantra, your own affirmation. It could be a word that means something to you, like maybe it's forgiveness or gratitude, or it could be like a yoga sutra. And if you have like a guru or, you're going through like yoga teacher training or some kind of like intensive training, you might even have someone give you a sutra or a mantra that you would use during your meditations. I'll write down below in the information section that you can open up more information about picking a mantra. Now, mala beads have 108 beads on them. This is a beautiful set of mala beads that I got from Karma Collective. I'll link them down below as well. This is the tassel. Some of these have like actual tassels, and this one is like a big bead. And then the bead right before the tassel is the guru bead. So other than those two things right there, there are going to be 108 beads on the entire strand, or a fraction of 108. So why 108? That's kind of like a big question with like a massive answer. When I tried to look up why 108, or I would ask people why 108, I got so many different answers and responses. I mean, you could say that there's probably 108 reasons why 108 is a sacred number. I have this list here and I'll read off just a couple so you can see like why 108 is a sacred number. It's an ancient and sacred number. Just a few of the many explanations behind 108 would be, it's said that there are 108 energy lines connecting to the heart, one of them believed to be the path of self-realization. Within the Sanskrit alphabet, there are 54 letters. Each letter has a feminine and masculine version, totaling 108. The diameter of the sun is 108 times the diameter of the earth. The distance from the sun to the earth is 108 times the diameter of the sun. Some say that 1 stands for God or truth or your higher truth. 0 stands for emptiness or completeness in spiritual practice, and 8 stands for infinity or eternity. I'll also link where I got all that information down below, and it has many other reasons that you might find fascinating behind 108. But again, I don't have like a solid answer for you because I still don't have a solid answer. So how to use your mala beads for a mala meditation. Whether you have actual mala beads, like this is a 108 strand mala bead necklace, or you have mala bracelet, like this is a 54 beads, a fraction of 108 in this bracelet. What you'll do is you'll use your mantra or affirmation or whatever it is that you've chosen to designate to your mala beads, and gently hang the beads in your right hand. There is a teaching that says that your thumb represents divinity, your pointer finger represents your ego, your middle finger is your mind, your ring finger is your body, and your pinky finger is your spirit. So you want to hang the mala beads between your thumb and your 3 fingers, but reserve the ego. Try not to use your ego finger to run through the beads. Hey, let's try to keep this simple. If you aren't as dexterous and you just want to use your fingers, go for it. Like, just make this work for you. No one's judging you. I'm not judging you. I'm telling you that it's okay to make it work for you, especially with these tiny little beads on your mala bracelet. You're gonna find that it's quite challenging to like try to make it through with the special fingers. So if you need to use your pointer finger, go ahead. If you need to use both hands, just do what works for you, okay? Getting back to holding your mala beads gently in your right hand, start with the first bead past the guru bead. So the guru bead is this big old bead that is right before the tassel. The first bead right past it, put your thumb on that bead, and with your eyes gently closed in a seated meditation, something that's comfortable for you, you would repeat your mantra in your mind. And then when you're through with that mantra, you use your thumb to push that bead aside and move on to the next bead. So it's a very slow process. Repeating your mantra and then push that bead to the side, move on to your next bead, repeating your mantra, push that bead to the side, move on to your next bead. And you just keep going with your eyes closed, very relaxed, kind of putting out that positive energy into actuality. By the time that you get all the way through, you're gonna feel that guru bead come through. You're gonna feel yourself come onto that last bead right before the guru bead. And some say, don't touch the guru bead. Again, I don't think that you're gonna release like negative energies if you touch it, whatever, move on. You can stop there and say, oh, I'm done with my meditation. Or you can turn around and keep it going in the opposite direction. So like if you have your 54 bead bracelet, you would turn around to complete 108. If you don't want to, if you don't have time that day, then just stay at 54 or your fraction or wherever. It could take 5 minutes, it could take 15 minutes to get through your mala necklace. It's a very wonderfully positive experience, I believe. It's just kind of repeating your intention, your affirmation over and over and over again, and you start to feel it and believe it and live it. Treat your mala beads like a very meaningful tool in your practice. Don't just like throw them in your back seat or like toss them aside and get them lost behind the dresser. But maybe have like a special place where you put them gently, and try to avoid wearing your mala beads just because they're pretty. But instead, maybe it'd be a goal for you to like use your mala beads so that they can absorb the energy of your mantra, and then when you do wear them, it's you like absorbing that energy, you living with that intention. Personally, I only wear my mala beads when I meditated with them that day, so that it's kind of a reminder to me of like what my intention was. If you're interested in mala meditations, you can buy these mala beads online, but really my recommendation here is to buy them in person. I mean, you might find like Tibetan stores nearby or at yoga studios that sell them. And if you don't have access to any of that, then yeah, look online and maybe look into like what the stones are that are in the specific necklace that you're trying to get and what that means to you, or if there are certain stones that resonate with you and your personality and maybe like your horoscope or birth date and stuff like that. The reason I do recommend aiming to get them in person is because you want to feel them. I mean, these have energy, and I'll try to keep this one quick, this story here. I bought these beads because I thought they were pretty. Like, this was so long ago, and I remember like I looked at them, I was at my studio and I was doing like my work for trade program, which is cleaning service, and I saw these beads, and every time I saw them I was like, oh, I love them, like I want those. And every time I saw them I was like, oh, no one bought them yet, maybe I should get them. And then finally I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get them. And this is like while they were in this glass box. So then I purchased them, and the lady behind the counter pulls them out and hands them to me, and I grabbed them and I was like, oh, they just didn't feel right. Like it just wasn't happening with me. And so I purchased this specific necklace, and then I put it aside because it didn't do anything for me. It didn't feel right. Until a couple years later, I pulled it out, actually this year, I pulled out this necklace and brought it with me to my yoga retreats, and it started feeling right. And now it does. Like now this works. And I love it. But it's just so funny how the first time I bought it, I was like, oh, like that's not gonna work. And it didn't. So I recommend if you do get a mala necklace to get it in person. If you can, touch them, feel them. How does it feel? And you'll know if it feels right or if it doesn't feel right. It's not this like magical like, oh, but just a feeling. Before I end this video, I want to let you know that I am doing a giveaway with Sacred X Stones. Sacred X Stones is the Etsy shop who provided me with this mala bracelet for my yoga retreats. I really love this idea of having a mala bracelet because it's something that is a little bit more subtle, something that I can take with me, and because it's a fraction of 108, it might be a shorter meditation, which is like more accessible if you're like in transportation, like sitting on a bus or maybe like waiting between classes or something like that. So I'll link down below where you can get this, but make sure that you follow me on Instagram and Facebook because I'm doing a giveaway and I have at least a few of these to give away from Sacred X Stones. So good luck. And thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this meditation series. Let me know your thoughts, your comments, your questions down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to open up the info underneath this video for more information and all the links I just discussed. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next week. Actually, the whole next month is going to be the Yin series, which I'm so excited about, so stay tuned. Bye.